So now we'll look at the rising sign. So the rising sign is Libra, and it's at 0 degrees. So that's another critical degree. 0 and 29 is a critical degree for any type of sign anywhere. 0 specifically is like the most purest, raw, unbridled flow of the sign's energy. A rather strong and actually rather complementary configuration of the three, because we have water and earth, which just inherently is a good match, or not I don't want to say match, but is inherently like just communicative in the energy flow, because water and earth are like feminine qualities as they prescribe in the polarity that they assign to the different elements and their attributes. Doesn't necessarily mean like masc or femme, obviously, because fuck all that anyways, unless you like that, that's cool, whatever. Don't tell me to use a pronoun. I'm just kidding. It's so fucking stupid. I hate everything. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is the qualities of water and earth being like intuition and nurturing and healing and groundedness and security and like building is like earth and water, and that's feminine side of things traditionally. So those things are going to match up always. Air and fire always going to be a match. And I'm not even saying like a match like in terms of people, because obviously, as you can see, there's a whole lot of layers to this. So like I'm not even trying to make elemental matches like that. That's just stupid, generally speaking. But what I'm saying is that there is a good supportive flow of energy already present between your sun and moon. And additionally, because your moon because your sun is in the moon's house, so they're already like buddies. Your sun's already like saying, hey, what's up? And your moon's like, yeah, I'll be back, or whatever. Yeah, they're like friends. But yeah, so that's Liddy. So then we have your rising then at a cardinal, in a cardinal sign at 0 fucking degrees. So we have 2 cardinals, Cancer and Libra, and we have a fixed, and we have a water and earth, and now we have an air. So on top of on top of the baseline fucking intuition and empathy and the baseline grounded emotionalness, though transformative, you now have intellect too. So and balance and beauty. So must be nice. Charisma, uniqueness. I'm just kidding, you don't have those, but we'll see. Your rising sign is Libra. There's something else I was going to say, but I'll remember it. So your rising sign is like who you present to the world, and not necessarily like to the public, or like on a stage per se, because that's like 10th house shit, which is where your sun is again, and there's not really a disconnect there for you either, or not that there is over here, but that shit's aligned, so that's cool. But what I'm saying is the presentation that one makes in general, like when people get up and you put your shoes on in the morning, that's your rising sign, is your shoes. So you should get some Pumas because you have a Libra. Well, is that funny? So Libra is cardinal, and it's at 0 degrees, which is interesting. That's an added layer of like initiation ability, I would say. Libra is the scales. So Libra is very concerned with balance and also aesthetic beauty. So on top of your moon needing physical like enjoyment and like nice things that like are like, the Taurus moon wants like quality. The Libra wants like, does it look pretty also? Like, okay, great, she fucking runs good, but is she pretty though? Is the Libra. And that's, again, it's not like in like a fucking like I am a vapid bitch that only cares about looks type of way. It's just like in a literally like my eyes can see what beauty is and can recognize balance and like and I want it, type of way. So that's what's up. So you probably have very good taste overall, I would say, because goddamn, how could you not? Also, Libra energy is very like social and like communicative, generally speaking, but like oftentimes in a diplomatic way. Like you're probably most happiest or like most aligned feeling when the folks around you are, and when you can help, sometimes you might need to help balance their energies. You can probably walk into a situation that's not functioning well and immediately assess what needs to function or what needs to change in order to mitigate differing whatever, and be like, sit your motherfucking ass down. Not like call it out necessarily, but you can assess the problem easily, probably, and present a solution that benefits everybody, because that's Libran shit. Balancing things and diplomatic shit. So earlier I had mentioned that we have the moon and the sun, but then the moon is in Taurus and Venus rules Taurus, right? Well, Venus also rules Libra, so your rising sign is ruled by Venus. Whatever sign rules the rising sign is the entire chart's ruler. So that planet is going to be specifically massively important for you because Venus rules your rising sign. And then it's going to be extra influenced by wherever it is, whatever is occurring to it today in the sky, and how it's affecting other planets. And then if it's aspected by other planets within your natal chart, that's all going to bear extra significance if Venus is involved anywhere, because it's the ruler of the whole fucking chart. So we can continue that dispositor chain now as well, because, oh no, we can't, because we don't know where Venus is yet. So that will be interesting, because now we're relying on it for, well, your identity feeds into your emotional needs in the 8th house of transformation and of Taurian need for nice things and sensual pleasures. So your identity feeds into that, and then that moon is going to then be reporting to our Venus, which Libra also is, but that's not a planet. So anyways, so wherever that fucking Venus is, one, it's the chart ruler, and two, I'm scared, and two, it's what your identity and your emotional self is then feeding into. So we'll see where that chain ends up.